Hello guys, this is Zane here. I actually remembered to turn my mic off. That's why I took that drink forward here, because I did an entire recording with my microphone off. Before that, power went out. Let me just double check that this is recording. It is recording. Okay, it's your boy Zane here, back with a discussion type video here on BBS. We're going to be talking about quality of life. I am so tired of making this video because it's the third time I am making the video today, not to mention the 2 times I made it in the past that I had to scrap. But anyway, quality of life video, BBS. We're talking about the improvements to the game that could be made, what I would like to see made to the game, what they could do to increase like longevity and whatnot. This video is by no means going to be short, so future me will help you out with like some timestamps in like the description or whatnot. Yeah, I want this video to be, you'll forgive me if I rush through this a bit. I'm so tired of talking over these topics over and over again. Video is recording, right? Make sure nothing is wrong this time. Right. So we're just going to be talking about stuff like that, you know, stuff to improve the game and whatnot, what I believe. It is my opinion, so, you know, don't get too butthurt about it. If you disagree, that's alright. I actually want, it feels kind of bad for me to say I want this video to be popular, but I want people talking about this. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, maybe you could improve some of the stuff that I've mentioned. Feel free to leave it down below in the comments. I really want to get people talking about this kind of stuff, right? I want this to be like the go-to video for future BBS content, what they can do to improve the game, sort of stuff like that. You'll see me look down a lot because I have like my page of notes down here that I wrote just to make sure I don't ramble too much, because there's no way to avoid a video like this being too long, right? And like I said, this is the 3rd time I'm doing it, so you'll forgive me if you see me take a little sip of my water there. Anyway, let's get into it. So, anything to mention before we start again? No. Okay, so the new content, right? I just wanted to touch on guilds for a quick second here. In terms of like improvements to like the guild stuff, guild quests and whatnot. I don't think we need to have major improvement to guild quests or anything like that for now, at least. It's fine the way it is. Yeah, it's fine at least for the most part. Maybe you just need to there's one thing that's bothering me about it, besides the whole, you know, people with like 164k guild score getting their score reset. Thanks for that, Klab. I wanted to mention the just the units they select for guild quests. More or less, they've just been picking. There've been times where they've picked like the same units, or well, not necessarily the same units, but the same like attribute and stuff like that for it. So I know there's a point where we had like 3 out of 4 guild quests. We needed a technique hollow killer. Right? I mean, that's great if you have full Bring Ichigo, that's great if you have the new Rangiku, but my best hollow killer was like plush Rukia, so I struggle with that guild quest, right? So I just think they need to pay a little bit more attention to stuff like that, because when was the last time Full Bring Ichigo came out? For the free summons at the start of the year? And how long ago was, how long ago was Rukia's banner? Not Rukia, Rangiku's banner. Mid-month, right. So her banner was mid-month, right? For April, so that's some time ago, so maybe they just need to be a little bit more cautious and give us some more variety with it. They don't repeat too soon, that kind of thing, you know? That's it. As far as co-op guild quests and stuff like that, again, people have been modding guild quests as long as they could smoothen out the whole modern stuff, co-op guild quests. I'll be all for it, but right now, not so much, right? I just wanted to quickly touch on that. But anyway, the main thing I wanted to get into here is the, where is it? I just pulled up to make sure my recording is still going. This, right? They talked about this, planned for late June, so we're probably going to get it in August or something like that, you know? It's the new single player quest thing, and they mention this, what was it? Various characters to climb the floors of a tower, right? And I added this part. This part wasn't in the previous videos I recorded because I saw Spite mention it as well, and I completely forgot about it. Summoner's War also has something similar to this, right? Where is... It should be... Right, okay. I have my screenshots in order, thankfully. So this is a screenshot from Summoner's War, their Trial of Ascension, right? Which is essentially the tower-like thing we were talking about here, where it's like you start off from floor 1, climb up to floor 100, clearing rooms, and it's similar. You have waves of enemies, you have a boss room, you clear, right? And they have rewards. Obviously, they have rewards for clearing these things. Every 10 stages, there's a major boss, and you get a reward for clearing those major bosses, right? So picture this in terms of BBS now. Stage 100, you get a legendary scroll. So equate that to a 5-star ticket, right? And I know what you're going to be saying. It's a 5-star ticket. They'll never do that. But really, a 5-star ticket's really that valuable now at this point? With as deep as a 5-star pool that we have? I don't think that it's that valuable at this point. I think they could afford to start giving out 5-star tickets. Not hey, every day, hey, a 5-star ticket for you, everyone. No, not like that. But I believe they could give 5-star tickets as rewards, and that is where one of the things people have talked about a lot is new content and getting veteran players to stay in the game, you know. And this, if they could implement something like this in BBS, is what I'm pointing with my hand. I have my mouse. This is what they could introduce, right? So you just imagine stage 100, you get a 5-star ticket. Stage 90, you get a 4-star, 5-star accessory ticket. Here, instead of crystals, you get like 300 orbs. Okay, maybe not 300 orbs, but you know, you get orbs, stuff like that. Maybe for the earlier stages, you get Brave Soul tickets, gold tickets, stuff like that, gold accessory tickets, stuff like that, you know. And then every 5 stages, the 5th stage, they give like crystals. So for stage 5, just swap the crystals with orbs. So stage 5, you'll get like 5 orbs. Stage 15, you get like 5 orbs for clearing it, stuff like that. And then each individual stage is like a minor thing we don't care about. So maybe you give them premium accessory tickets, like what, powders, just random stuff for the in-between stages, right? But that right there, if they could implement something like that, because you see in the corner here it says refreshes in 11 hours. I need to go do mines because it's refreshed by now. This resets every single month. So around this time, around mid-month, the Summoner's War Trial of Ascension resets back to stage 1. So you could clear it again and get the rewards. So every single month, you get these rewards, provided you clear it. And I don't know how easy they'll make it. In Summoner's War, this is pretty easy to auto on the normal difficulty. There's a hard difficulty as well, which is a little bit more difficult to auto. Most people cannot, except for like endgame players. But that's just assuming we get 2 difficulties. We might probably just get the 1. So I don't know how easy it will be to auto or stuff like that. But you imagine this, every single month, let's just say they replace this 300 crystals by 100 orbs, and they do that thing where every 5th stage you're getting orbs. That's a constant orb source. You have an orb source every single month you could farm. 5-star tickets you could get, even though you're probably going to get a dupe or maybe not a usable character. You still get a 5-star ticket every month. You have the chance at getting something. This is the kind of content that will keep players around. I don't know how long it'll keep them around for, but it'll definitely keep people interested. A constant 5-star tickets, constant orbs every month. That to me is, and they also have like a ranking thing to see, you know, who clears it the fastest. You know, you clear it first, you're in first place, so there's some like competition to see. You don't get any rewards for finishing first, you just get bragging rights. You just click on ranking and you see who finished first, so you get bragging rights and stuff like that. Another thing to keep the game a little bit interesting. So if they could implement something like that in BBS, if they go that route with the tower thing, that definitely solves your content issue, your orb source issue, and keeping players around in general, to be honest. Alright, so let me see what else I have here. I have, alright, so this is just something else they made. They changed extreme co-op, so instead of getting books, you get gold tickets now, which isn't bad, that's pretty good. The 4-star power hearts, I'm not sure if that was always there. I think that could have been 3-star power hearts before, but I don't know. I barely farm extreme co-op, guys. Ever since the Cons Bonanza update, I haven't touched extreme co-op. But anyway, what do we have? Okay, so that's all I had to mention about the new stuff, the tower stuff. Hopefully they could implement something like that, right? The next part is more, it's a heavy comparison between Love Life and BBS. Again, just checking, making sure my audio is recording. It's a heavy comparison between Love Life and BBS because for those who watch Klab Game Station, Love Life is another game from Klab, and I believe it's the only game that comes close to BBS in popularity. I don't know how popular Tsubasa is, but I believe it is, right? And the reason why I make the comparison is because they have taken stuff from Love Life before to introduce into BBS, like the multi-ticket update in BBS. Love Life had that for a while before they brought it to BBS. Step-ups, I guess, is another thing, but then again, a lot of other games do step-ups as well, so maybe not that one, but they have taken stuff from Love Life before to implement into BBS, right? So that's why I want to make the comparison, right? Because in my opinion, this is how they could solve the issue with their rates, their horrendous rates, aside from just boosting the rates. And this is where they could introduce that dupe system that everyone's been wanting to, right? Alright, so getting into it now, these are the rates for Love Life, and you're going to watch the rates, and I'll tell you now, summoning in Love Life is better than summoning in BBS. And you're going to call me crazy because you're watching the rates right now, and you're seeing 1% UR rate. The UR is the equivalent of a 5-star, and think, how the hell is that better than BBS? And it gets worse, because you see this here, right? Appearance rate per member within UR 50%. So right now, this is the banner we have for Love Life, right? The punk rock banner. This girl in the center here, she is the UR, right? She's the only UR for this banner. There's only one UR in the banner. We have 1 SSR for the banner as well. We have 3 SRs. Now, the SR is like the 4-star equivalent. The SSR, we don't really have a SSR equivalent for BBS, right? So, you pull that 1% UR, you're not guaranteed that that 1% UR is the banner character. You have a 50% chance that it's the banner character. The other 50% is for any other UR in the premium pool. Well, this is the Aqua banner, so it's any UR in the Aqua pool, right? So now you're thinking, that's even worse. How the hell is summoning in Love Life better than BBS? And 2 reasons. 1 minor one, 1 major one, right? So first off, it takes 5 love gems to do a single. You also have like events that gives you these green tickets that you could use for like a free single or whatnot. And 50 love gems to do a multi, right? But you realize the multi here, it says 11 scout instead of 10. So you get a free, you do a multi, you get an extra character with it, right? So right there, that's an incentive to do singles over multis, because you do a multi, you get 11 characters instead of 10. It still has the same thing. You do a multi, you get a guaranteed SR, but SRs are actually usable in Love Life as opposed to the 4 stars in BBS. So there is that, right? But the major thing here is this gauge right here, the honor student bonus, right? So whenever you do a single, there's 10 stars in total. Whenever you do a single, one of these stars goes up, right? If you do a multi, that's 11, so the gauge will fill up. So right now, if I was to do a multi, the entire gauge would fill up, reset, and this one would be filled up as well, right? Because 11 stars. So what happens when that gauge fills up is you get one of these, right? One of this right here. I'm not too sure if my mouse is showing or not, so I just zoomed in on it. You get a scouting coupon, right? And you use these scouting coupons on this banner. Now this banner is available all the time. It's like the premium banner in BBS. It's available all the time, no time limit or anything like that. And you use it on these banners to get, again, it's premium summon, so it's the entire pool. But look at the difference here. Look at the rates. 80% SR, 20% UR. That already is better than anything BBS has had. Like the highest UR 5-star rates we've ever had for BBS was the step-ups for like the first anniversary. We had 10% UR rates. This alone is better than that, and it's available all the time. And then we have here 10 coupons, 80% SSR, 20% UR. Like I said, BBS doesn't have a SSR equivalent, but then 25 coupons and you get a guaranteed UR. So this right here is what makes summoning in Love Life better. Let's say you spend 3,000 orbs in BBS and you get no 5-star. Well, you've just spent 3,000 orbs, you have nothing to show for it. Whereas in Love Life here, if you've spent that much, I don't know how to equate that into love gems, but if you spend a lot of love gems and you don't get the character you want, you get the coupons. And you can use the coupons on these banners here. Let's just say you've managed to build up 25 coupons from summoning with no UR, you now have a guaranteed UR. Me personally, most of my URs have come from this one, spending 5 coupons and getting the 20% UR rates. That's where most of my URs have come from. Again, the Love Life SRs are actually usable here, so getting an SR from the 5 coupons isn't that bad anyway, considering it's like 15% chance from the banner to get a SR, right? But that's what really makes it better, is that you're actually rewarded for summoning here. Even if you get cucked for a long streak, you could still use those coupons on these banners to get those characters. Now naturally, this is premium summons, though Love Life's premium pool isn't as, it isn't as deep as BBS's premium pool is, so there's actually a good chance you could get something good here. But again, Klab could adjust, rates, the cost, and all that stuff to make it fair and balanced, right? And likely there is still the chance if you pull in dupes and whatnot, and I'll talk about that when we get into the dupe system. Actually, I think the dupe system is next. Yeah, the dupe system is next. So yeah, you're rewarded for your summons here. In the off chance you don't get what you want, you have the coupons, you could use that. Obviously call it something different in BBS, but if you had a system like that in BBS, it could really make it just helps people who've spent thousands of orbs and gotten nothing. We all have that streak where you summon a lot of orbs without any 5 stars. It happens to everyone, and this is one of the ways to fix it. The second way is what I'm about to show you now for the dupe system, right? So these screenshots are just the same. It's the same thing as this, just the English versions. So you see the 25 coupons guaranteed UR, right? What I wanted to get to, right, the sticker shop. So the sticker shop in Love Life is basically the same thing as the metal exchange shop in BBS. But I want to talk a bit about the dupes, right? And what the dupe system is in Love Life and how you could translate that to BBS. So let's say, for example, do I not have... Okay, so I have this character, right? In Love Life, you need, in order to idolize a character, which is kind of like Awakened 6-star in BBS, you need a dupe. So say I have this Angel Con on here, and I wanted to idolize this card. I would need a dupe of her, so I would need 2 of her in order to idolize her and get this version, right? To get her like 6-star version in a sense, right? So I have this cheerleader Mari idolized already. What happens if I pull a 3rd one of her? I don't need a 3rd one of her, right? Well, first you see there's a skill level thing here similar to BBS, where you feed the dupe, you increase the skill level. This will probably become like 40% chance to get 700 score points or something like that. So there is that factor in it as well. But if I feed the dupe to her, not only do I get the skill level, but I get a sticker, right? She's an SSR, so I'll get an SS sticker, right? What I can use that sticker to do is, well, first of all, say I do not have a second copy of this Angel Canon, I could feed the SSR sticker to her to idolize her. You know, I could use the sticker to idolize her, but that's not the important part of the sticker, right? What you can do with the sticker, right? So let's say, I think the UR is the better example. I pull a dupe UR, I don't necessarily need it, maybe I don't want to increase her skill level. If I feed that UR, and I don't have to feed the UR to another UR, I could feed it to pretty much anything I want. I could feed it to a 3-star for all I care, well, a rare in this case, right? And I'll get a UR sticker, right? Likewise, you feed a 4-star, you get an SR sticker like that, right? I can use those stickers in the sticker shop to buy different things, right? So just like the Metal Exchange shop, there's the promo URs in the sticker shop that's pretty trash. They have trash stats, just like the Metal Exchange characters in BBS. They don't have good stats. Maybe you want it just for the orbs, maybe you want it for the link, stuff like that. There's that stuff in the sticker shop in Love Life as well. But there are also these characters here. Usually the promo URs cost like the end stickers. They're really crappy stickers like that. They're easy to get. But you see these require UR stickers here, right? These are fully fledged UR, actually usable URs. So picture now, future me will put in some images for you. Picture now that this UR coterie here was like full Bring Ichigo. And then we have, maybe, I'm using my hands to point when I have my mouse. Picture that was like full Bring Ichigo. You have like maybe Mila Rose here. Maybe you have like, who else? The 14 Recharge Tag Team Rangiku here. Maybe you had stuff like that in the shop here. That is your answer to their dupe system. You get a dupe, you feed it, you get a sticker. Maybe they call it like, they already have rare medals, maybe they have super rare medals, ultra rare medals, I don't know. You get those from feeding your dupes, and you use that to purchase actual usable characters from the Metal Exchange shop. That is my answer to the dupe system, because people have suggested maybe you summon a dupe, you get 50 orbs. Great, you get 2 more 3-stars. What are you going to do with that? Some people have suggested feeding them to a character to increase link slots. It's an okay idea, but I would just rather they increase the drop rates in Inheritance Zone and stuff rather than waste a dupe like that. Because with a system like this, right, you feed your dupe. Like, I get some URs that I don't really care for. They don't fit in my team, whatever like that. They're not good characters. I feed them, I get UR stickers, and now I can purchase an actual UR sticker that I want, a UR character that I want. So in BBS terms now, imagine you see it's valid till the end of the month because it changes every month, just like the Metal Exchange shop. So let's imagine one month comes along and we have 6-star Noitora in here. We have maybe some other characters that aren't as good, but they're still, new characters, so it's orbs, they're good links. Maybe there's some enhanced links in there that you might want for a character that has like link slots on them. And maybe, like I said, 6-star Noitora, you just wanted him because he's still a good character today. You could use your dupes, feed your dupes, get the stickers, and purchase that character from your Metal Exchange shop. That, to me, is your solution to your dupe system. That is how you fix it. You allow people to purchase usable characters, not these Metal Exchange characters that have trash stats that you only want for Link or to max for Orbs. Usable characters that you don't have to wait for a 3% banner to not even be guaranteed to get them. That is what you do to fix your dupe system, to introduce a dupe system. Because this skill level thing is utter nonsense, right? And I have another suggestion for the skill level thing, which I'll get to in a second. But you do that. You feed your dupes, you get your stickers or ultra rare medals or whatever you want to call it, and you use that to purchase characters they have in the sticker shop, or in the Metal Exchange shop. Characters that change every month, so every month it's something different, and you have a chance to get a newer character. Obviously, to make it balanced, they wouldn't put super good characters like freaking Tech Flurry Yamamoto in the Metal Exchange shop. They wouldn't do that, but they'll put some some decent characters in there that people might want. That to me is what you do to solve your dupe system, to introduce your dupe system, right? What do I have? There was something else I was supposed to get to. Right, if you saw it earlier, right? The whole coupon thing I mentioned earlier, where you do your multis, you get your coupons. You realize the coupon is also in the sticker shop. Here it's 2S stickers or 30 of the N stickers. But that is another thing as well. Even if you know, so you don't have to keep doing multis and getting cucked. Well, you don't have to keep doing multis to get the coupons. You could also get the coupons, albeit a bit expensive, which it should be if you're gonna get, you know, 20% UR rates in the sticker shop as well. So this coupon thing, imagine if you had this in the metal exchange shop as well, and it cost you metals to buy it. That to me is how you fix, that is how you work on the whole summoning issue in BBS. The coupons will help you reward it for summoning. Regardless of whether you get a character or not, you're going to get those coupons to get access to those special banners. And you have the dupe system, which helps you get the stickers, which helps you get the characters. You see, you could also use it, so imagine these characters here, like the metal exchange characters. You could use it to get the metal exchange characters, or you could save it to get the special rewards, the actual playable and usable characters as well. That to me is how you solve your dupe system. And again, I'm using Love Life as the example because Love Life is another game from Klab. They could easily take this stuff and try, well, I shouldn't say easily, but they could take this stuff to try to implement into BBS, because I don't know how the coding and whatnot works or whatnot. But you understand what I'm saying. As far as skill level goes, I just put this in here. Summoner's War has Devilmon, which you use Devilmon to increase skill level. So you feed a Devilmon to a character, it increases level 2, level 3, so forth, whatnot. So they could do something like that. Maybe use like a special type of XP crystal or something that increases skill level, just so you don't have to feed a dupe to get skill level, you know? Stuff like that. I also took the screenshot to show off that I have a Light Darknet 5 in Summoner's War, okay? Okay, let's move on. What do I have after that? Alright, so that does it for like the dupe system and stuff like that, right? The last comparison to Love Life I wanted to make, because this video is at around 23 minutes now, minus edits. I wanted to mention the packs and actually spending money, right? Now, I didn't take a screenshot of the BBS one, but future me could put in a screenshot somewhere on the screen right now. Thanks, man. But we know it's 500 for 585 orbs. You have to spend pretty much $80. That's US price, obviously. You have to spend $80 for 585 orbs, which is the equivalent of 2 multis and 3 singles, right? For 585 orbs. $80. Now, bear in mind this is the anniversary pack for Love Life. This was their global 4th anniversary pack, so it's going to be a little bit of a better deal than opposed to their normal packs. But even their normal packs, they don't have any normal packs out right now, so I couldn't take a screenshot of that, right? But here, 4th anniversary pack that for their love gems, right? 50 love gems, which is the equivalent of a multi. A Scout 11 tickets. So remember, I think I mentioned earlier the green tickets allow you like for a free single. The Scout 11 tickets is a red ticket. It gets you a free multi. So you get 50 gems, which is a multi. A Scout 11 ticket, which is another multi. Right? And then we have 4 more tickets here. 2 tickets are SR above, which would be like a 4-star above ticket in BBS, except the rates are higher for these tickets. SSR scanning tickets and a choose a member SSR scanning tickets. But like I said, BBS doesn't have an SSR category, and the choose a member thing would just be like saying, hey, you want a pool that's only Ichigos or a pool that's only Rukias, kind of thing like that, right? Just imagine these SR shiitakes as if they were like XP crystals, like large XP crystals, and coins, because we've got to get coins in there. But look at the price, $45. That is a damn good deal. That is almost half the price of the $80 pack. And look at how much more you're getting out of that. You get 2 multis and 3 singles for $80 in BBS, right? Here you get two multis, 4 extra tickets, some XP crystals and some gems for half the price. And well, the Scout 11 ticket, you have to use that. You can only use that for the multi. You can't do anything else with that. The love gems you could do other things with, you know. Maybe there's an event going on and you want to refresh your LP, which is kind of like your soul tickets. Maybe you want to refresh that to farm an event. You could use it for those kind of things. You don't have to do the multi, right? The Scout 11 ticket, you have to do the multi with it. But look at how much better that is. And usually their packs, usually their normal packs is like around $35 or so. And you usually get the 2 SR tickets, you get like a Scout 11 tickets, and you get the XP crystals and whatnot. Not necessarily the extra love gems. You do get some love gems with it, but not this much. So that's usually what their value is like, and that's still much better than anything BBS has come. And I know BBS makes the most amount of money, but come on guys, you have to do something about these packs. The difference cannot be that vast. Again, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, because like I said, this is the third time I'm recording this. I mentioned Klab's treatment between Love Life and BBS to be the same as Valve's treatment between Dota 2 and CSGO. One clearly makes more money, but the other one gets treated better. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for like the comparisons and stuff like that. That's my screenshots from my manga discussion video, which I have to do after this, after I give my throat a break from all this talking, right? So what else do I have on my list here? I'm finally on the last topic on this list at the 27-minute mark. So yeah, just to quick summarize that point, the coupon system to help you reward you for summoning, and the dupe system with the whole sticker shop and whatnot. Again, feel free to recommend improvements. Maybe you disagree and you have your own opinion on what you could do. Feel free to mention those things in the comments. I really want to get discussions going on these things. The last thing I have here, other content and buffs / nerfs. So other content is just for stuff like Inheritance Zone and Droplet Zone and stuff like that. We do not need the multi-ticket update to apply to Inheritance Zone and stuff like that. People are just going to choose to do either ×5 single player quests on their own, or no one's going to want to join a room because everyone's going to be hosting the rooms. Unless you're playing with your friends and you're rotating host, no one is going to join a random room. They're only going to be hosting their own rooms. Just increase the drop rate. That's like the best thing you could do, right? We don't need the multi-ticket update for that. I'll keep looking over here because that's where my iPad screen is. The camera is over here. I know, guys, I'm sorry. And the last thing is a bit of a touchy subject. It's buffs and nerfs. Now, there's I'm not going to talk too much about this. Just something to mention. There's a misconception among players that it is illegal for gacha games to buff characters or nerf characters once they've been released. That is 100% false, and you can do your own research about it, because a lot of people, they come to me and they say no, it's illegal to do that, and then I tell them do some research. They research it up and they're like, oh, okay, you were right. Any company involved in gacha games can make any changes they want to their game, buffs, nerfs, anything like that, and it is fully legal. Now, some companies will choose not to do it just because they're like, you know what, our game's been out for a while, we have not really ventured into buffing and nerfing, let's stay away from it, right? Whereas other companies do. Okay, so we were talking about Summoner's War earlier. Every 2 or 3 months, Summoner's War releases a patch to buff characters and nerf characters, right? If it's illegal, how are they allowed to do it? You know, and Summoner's War is a gacha game. How are they allowed to do it, you know? If it really was illegal. They do that, they make these buffs and nerfs in order to, maybe they release a character, and some people have put it into teams that they didn't expect them to. Maybe the character is too strong, so they have to release nerfs for it. And just for like older characters, because again, you keep releasing new characters with higher stats, you're going to increase power, you know, power creep is going to become a huge thing, right? So they buff the older characters, they nerf some of the newer characters that are too strong, just to keep the game fair and to keep the game interesting. Because you imagine you had some characters that you haven't touched in so long that all of a sudden they're much better now, you know? That character before that had an extremely linear third strong attack now has a full screen strong attack. That character is now interesting to use, you know? And Klab probably won't touch buffing or nerfing at all, but just know that it is something that they could do. They're fully allowed to do that. It's not illegal by any means for them to do that. It is something they could actually do if they choose to. They probably won't, but just bear that in mind. So if they wanted to nerf Unohana when she dropped, they fully well could have, but they haven't done in any of Klab's games. They have not ventured into buffing and nerfing, so they probably will not. But in the off chance they do decide to do it in the future, they're fully within their legal rights to do so. It's illegal for them to hide their rates, like they have to tell you what the rates are like, just so they don't do any secret adjustment of rates behind the scenes. But it's fully legal for them to make buffs and nerfs and changes to their games like that. And I think that's about it. We hit the 30-minute mark. I hope this comes down to like 20 minutes or so in editing. But that's the end of the video there. I have the other side of my page for my manga discussion, which I have to go record now. But we'll leave the video there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. My throat, I'm so tired of talking now. I need some more water here. But anyway, I'll leave the video there. Again, I really want people talking about this. I want this to be the go-to video for like quality of life, because I've been sitting on this like ideas and thoughts for like months now. So I'm glad I'm finally able to get it out there. That's it. I don't want to talk too much about. I want to keep this strictly my videos. So I'm not going to talk about my channel or any kind of updates for my channel or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not gonna summarize it either because this video is already too long. I tend to ramble for my intros. I tend to ramble for my outros too. Most of you could have probably clicked off the video already by now. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you all again next time. Until then, as always, stay frosty.